Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen at Soul Magic 99, and today I'm doing a energy check-in for the Divine Masculine. Where's he at the moment? Okay, and I just want to thank everybody for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting on my videos, and look out for the collaboration readings I've been doing lately. Check them out as well, and check the other channels out with my soul sisters. As I said, I'm doing a giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe, comment to get entered, and you could win a free reading or a deck from myself. Okay, so let's get the messages. So where's the out? We've got fear, signs, grief, abandoned, refocus, reinvention, fifth dimension. The answer is yes. Spring, balancing the scales, and surrender. So let's just clarify these. So we've got fear, signs, grief, abandoned, refocus, reinvention, fifth dimension. So, you know, he's been going through dark days. He's been receiving signs. You know, he's got this fear of moving forward, and he's going through grief at the moment. Grieving, this could be a person, this could be situations in his life. And, you know, before we have a new beginning, you know, sometimes we do mourn a loss of a situation or a place or a person, obviously. But he's refocusing and he wants to reinvent himself. He's connecting with you on the fifth dimension. And the answer is yes. And the question might be, do you love me? Do you still want me? And I think the answer is yes to that, obviously. And it could be springtime for some of you. And we've got balancing the scales. So he's working on his energies, you know, balancing his emotions, and between his emotions and his thoughts, you know, having that balance there between thoughts and emotions, which is important. And he wants to surrender to this connection, I feel. So let's clarify this. So we have Seven of Cups, the Wheel, Three of Pentacles, the Lovers, Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, the Sun, Four of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, got Seven of Cups here. So I think he is starting to get in touch with his feelings now, and coming more out of his headspace and getting in touch with his feelings. Okay, and acknowledging these feelings that he has. You know, it's not just about how you think, is it? It's about your feelings. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So things are going to start turning. You know, we've got the refocus there and reinvention. So, you know, life is full of cycles. So he's coming out of that dark phase and into a new phase of refocusing his time and energy and reinventing himself in some way, and maybe being someone who's more in touch with their emotions, and, you know, having that balance within between logic and emotion. And we've got the Three of Cups. He does want to work together with you to build something, okay, to move forward together. And he wants you to be lovers again. You know, he definitely wants to come back and be your lover, okay, be part of your life, you know, but not just lovers, you know, maybe work together in some way, because we've got the Ace of Wands. So it's a new beginning, you know, new plans, moving forward, taking action. And then we've got Six of Wands. So he wants victory in this situation with you. He does. because you're the sun, you know, you bring out the sun in his life. You are the sun. You give him that happiness, that contentment that maybe he's not had for so long. And we've got the Four of Wands, so he wants to build that stable foundation. He wants to have that firm foundation, that solid relationship with you moving forward, okay? And he's just waiting for the right time, you know, the Three of Wands, he's just waiting for the right time to make that move forward. And he's ready to put down his burdens, you know, we're at the 10 here, the 10 of Wands. He's ready to put down these burdens and move forward, you know, into a fresh start. You know, he's refocusing, he's reinventing himself. And he wants to be in your life. He wants you in his life, to be part of your life together. You know, to be lovers, to work together towards something, to refocus, to build that foundation together. Let's get some other tarot. He definitely wants to make a gesture of love here. He's got the Knight of Cups, okay? He's got flowers. He's got the white horse. He's being romantic. He wants to be romantic. He wants to make that romantic gesture towards you, okay? And he wants, you know, he wants you to share your world, you know, be in each other's world, share your life, have that time as a couple, you know, live your life together as a couple, you know, travel the world maybe, see the world through each other's eyes. And we got the Tower here, so, you know, he could have had a Tower moment, okay, recently. We had the very powerful eclipse, which I think did trigger a lot of people, okay, and, you know, this has made him rethink. You know, sometimes spirit will come in and force people to look at their lives, to force changes when people are just stagnant and not moving forward in their lives. So he's needed to make changes. And then we got the Ten of Cups, so that's beautiful. You know, this is what he wants with you, this happy ever after, this stable home life, happy family, maybe have children together, you know, to see the world together as a couple, be in that beautiful, loving partnership. Okay, so we'll leave that section there. So what else have we got here? Yeah, so he's now got that understanding of what's going on in this connection. He's got compassion. His heart is opening up now. As I say, the Tower moment comes in to force people to make changes. But he's never told you this, but he lost his heart to you. Okay, his feelings, he's very connected to you. And timing is everything, you know, and he does feel this connection. He does feel that you did have a past life connection and you've known each other in many lifetimes. He did feel that possibly more than you did at the beginning. And he feels inspiration from you and with you, and you've inspired him in so many ways and helped him to be more creative and opened up his creativity again, because maybe he becomes stagnant. He does want to reach out because he's very, very horny. He has so many desires and he wants that reconnection with you and that passion. You know, he really can't stop thinking about the passion you share. And he knows that you're twin flames. He's got this awareness now what a twin flame connection is and what your connection is. He loves looking deep in your eyes, but he's scared to look because he knows that you can see deep into his soul. You can see deep into who he is, and that scares him in some ways. He's been very sad over this and regretful of his behaviours and what happened, what went down between you. He has been very sad about it. And you possibly were friends, you became friends rather than lovers in the end, because he couldn't make that commitment at the time. And, you know, that's all he could offer you at the time. But I think he's feeling he wants more now than just a friendship. Yeah, and he wants to have a heart-to-heart talk with you. You know, share dreams about the future. This card keeps coming up, so he definitely does want to have a good talk with you, and he's missing you and craving you like crazy. Wants to see you again. Has this really strong sexual desire. He feels the astral meetings. He feels that connection you have on the 5D in your dream time, the love and sex you share. You've been getting to know each other in those realms. Because for some of you, there's been time apart with no contact at all, and he wants to change that. And some of you have been in third-party situations or may have karmic ties that you're dealing with and basically trying to resolve at this time. That needs to be resolved before you can move forward. Yeah, he wants to meet up, and it could lead to sex or intimacy, but obviously that's up to you. That's a two-way thing, because the desire, the chemistry is so strong between you. He's been busy with other people. He's let other people distract him, friends, family, because he needed distractions, because he couldn't get you out of his head, and he just maybe spent time with people he didn't really want to be with, or did things he didn't want to do, just to distract his mind away from thoughts of you. And he wants justice. He wants justice for you and him in this connection. He has such sexual longing for you. He really does long to be with you intimately again. Okay, but it's not just sex. He was silent because he didn't know what to say to you. He hadn't, got a clear idea in his mind of how he wanted to speak to you. He didn't know himself, what he was thinking or feeling, so that's why he was quiet. And he knows this is a deep soul love. He feels this connection now. And he wants a reunion. He wants to be honest about how he's feeling. He wants you both to be honest, to just put your cards on the table and just share how you feel. And he's been opening up to spirit. He's been opening up himself to receive messages and guidance. So that's very positive, isn't it? So what healing messages have we got here? Well, he wants to be in soul mission with you and to help others in these connections and anyone else in need of unconditional love. So that's beautiful. This feels like forbidden love, but if our love is wrong, then I don't care what others say. I am madly in love with you and I want you so bad. You're all I think about. Suppressing my desire feels like torture, so I often keep my feelings to myself and try to hide the pain. So yeah, he's been suppressing a lot of feelings for you over time. I'm learning the art of self-mastery and unconditional love for self and others. So he's been working on himself, okay? He's been working on building up his own self-love. I believe in love because of you. You inspire faith, trust, hope and confidence. You are my true love. I love you. So he may not have said this to you in the physical, but he does love you and he does feel inspired by you in so many ways. And he feels your loving energy all the time. I feel that coming towards you will be a huge risk at this time, and I'm not willing to blow my life up as I've got quite comfortable settling in. Still, my soul is constantly feeling the magnetic pull. So some masculines are still saying they may not come forward at this time. This could be because they have other things going on in their lives. But they won't be able to ignore this magnetic pull for much longer. Prolonged separation due to significant past life karma and lessons that need to be learned for soul mission and union. So for those of you that have been in a long separation, it's because there was a lot of karma between you and other karma with other people and other situations that needed to be cleared and worked on before you can come fully together as two healed people. The answer to your question is yes. So we had that earlier as well, didn't we? Okay, and I feel the question is, do you love me? Do you still want me? And the answer is yes. I'm trying to get out of my head and into my heart. I meditate to connect with you in spirit, and my higher self helps me to guide me to the truth. So that's what I said earlier. He's trying to balance his logic with his emotions at this time, and he needs to balance it out because you can't just be in your head. You need to feel your feelings as well. That's part of being human. Okay, so he's working on that. I will never forget you and I will always love you. Nothing will ever change my love. Not even death can come between us and the connection we share. So even if you're not together at this time, okay, he's saying that death won't even come between you. The connection will always be there. And in these twin flame collections, it never does die, because you will meet up again in other lifetimes, you know, to work through and mirror each other. It's so damn hot the way you flirt with me. I love our banter. You really know how to get me into a sexual mood. I crave sexy pics of you for my private time. So yeah, he probably loves to see you. You know, men are very visual, aren't they? They like to see your body and they like to be teased. You know, they might like the fact that you tease them, and they're craving some pics of you, you know, to self-pleasure, because you're not together at the moment and he wants to see you, you know. So what challenge messages have we got here? I try to detach and let go, but when I get flooded with telepathy, dreams and your strong sexual energy, which takes me over, damn it. So yeah, he can't forget you because, you know, you're always connected. The endless depth of love that I have for you is a blessing. Sometimes this feels more like a curse because I'm so focused on you, but I don't see anything from you in return. So I think this goes both ways. You could both be feeling this at times, that you have this deep love, but sometimes there's no communication between you. But you still have all these deep feelings for each other and you can't express it. This relationship seems more like a situationship right now. I feel like you're taking my love for granted. So again, for some of you, this could be the case. Maybe you're in a situation with somebody else and they're really upset about that and you're not moving forward. So obviously you need to make changes in your life if you want your masculine to come forward. The silence is so unbearable between us. I wonder if you're punishing me because of the 3D challenges, or did I push you away due to believing that obstacles in our lives were too great to overcome? I surrender and trust to God and divine timing. If it's meant to be, it will be. So we had surrender come up in these cards as well. Surrender. So he's surrendering. And you both need to surrender because the divine has your back. Your spirit guides have your back. Okay, and they are working behind the scenes all the time. So let's get some Flames of Truth messages here. What else does he want to say? About where is that? Words are no longer enough. I'm working on something big to win your heart. So he wants you, you know, he wants you back. He wants your love. I'm saving up to buy you something special. So something's on his mind. My insecurities have held me back from coming towards you. I'm fighting my battles with low self-esteem. So this has been an ongoing theme. You know, some of them are having to work on this doubly hard at the moment. I've never felt the way I feel about you with anyone else. I was yours immediately. So they may have fell for you straight away, but they never actually told you this because they didn't want to seem that you had power over them in some way. With one look, I saw flashes of us in extremely wild sexual positions and it took my breath away. So these were possibly past life flashbacks as well. I like to hold you, kiss you and ravage you in public to show the world you're mine. So he does want to claim you as his. You are just so damn sexy. I like it, but I get worried because I know others like it too and I want you to myself. So he worries about the attraction, you know, that you inspire in other people. So what else? I've never wanted someone so much in all my life and that frightens me. So that's so passionate, isn't it? It may not seem like it, but that's how they're feeling. I want to romance you and spoil you rotten because you deserve it. I can't stop thinking about all the ways I want to make love to you. I've never desired someone so sexually in all my life. So they're overwhelmed by their sexual desires for you, basically. So now we're going to get a time message. So let's have a look at this. So, when might your masculine get in touch, or when might you see each other again? When might this connection move forward? Let's see what messages come through. I got jumped out, haven't I? I've got cocktails. So maybe he's going to want to take you out for a nice cocktail. He has a gift for you, so that kept coming up before as well, didn't it? You might get an email from them. August, so that's not that far away now, is it? Holiday, maybe you're going to go on holiday together. And within a year. Let's just get a final one. He will call you. So you may be getting contact soon. Oh, there's one that fell out. I want to get that because that leaked out onto the floor. And we got June. So that's already gone. So, you know, maybe you did hear from your person in June, or maybe this is talking about next June. So let's get a final message. We've got December, so that's a bit closer, isn't it? So, you know, obviously this is a general reading and there's lots of you watching different scenarios. Okay, but, the fact of it is they are making progress on themselves. They're moving forward and there's no denying they are aware of this connection. They can't deny their feelings any longer. And this magnetic pull towards you, they will have to act on it very soon. Okay, it will be different for all of you. And even though they may have battles between their mind and their heart, they will have to do something about this connection, because Spirit won't let them just not do anything, okay? So things will be resolved between you. Okay, so I hope that helped. So thank you for watching. Many blessings. Take care. Bye for now.